Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Okay, here we have today a Mazda CX-5. This is the 2-litre Sport Nav version. This is a 2018 car, Sport Nav, and it's manual, petrol. And this has the stone leather interior, which I'll show you in more detail in a moment. Now, I'll give you a little walk around the car. Now, a little bit of history. We sold the car new. It's come in as part exchange. It's come to the end of the previous customer's PCP agreement, and she's got a similar car. She's gone for another CX-5. I think she went for a different colour, but it has got the stone leather. She's a big fan of the stone leather, I must say, so am I. So looking around the car's very nice. There's a couple of little marks on it which we'll tend to, bit of detailing that needs doing, but we're giving it a quick clean for the photos and the videos. The car will be serviced, all preparation, all the prep will be done, ready for the next owner. That'll be done in the next sort of 48 hours. So yes, now this is deep crystal blue. This has got front parking sensors. You've got keyless entry. You've got rear sensors. You've got an auto tail lift. There's a camera there. You've got a massive boot here. Now, this car's had a boot liner, which is why you see almost like a pattern. So the previous owner had a boot liner, but it's left the left an imprint which will just come off when we hoover it. But it's all in really lovely condition as a result of having that boot liner. You've got the Bose speaker in there because this has got the Bose premium stereo. For those of you who would like a spare wheel, you can have a spare wheel as an accessory on these cars, so it's got the room for it in there. You've got this tonneau cover. Okay, I'm going to make this look very difficult if I don't use both my hands, so I do apologise for the filming. That's it with the tonneau cover up, and you've got these seats that fold. Now let me show you. You've got these levers here. These are very useful. So if I pull that goes down. Now that, I think officially is a ski rack. For me, that would be my DIY little cubby hole. And then the seats fold down like so. Let me show you to give you an idea of how practical these cars are. It goes almost flat with a little bit of weight on, almost, well, I think that would be flat. And they go up like so. Now these seats, this car's done about under 50,000 miles. It's not a high mileage car, but it is over average miles. So the car's, been well used, and as you can see, the interior is in really good shape. It's a family car, and we'll give this another clean. But I know a lot of people are worried about these lighter interiors, but this has stood up to the test of time and use very, very well. And I think it's just makes the car nice and bright inside. I say it is a personal favourite of mine. Whilst we're on this side here, just to mention, you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can never remember. So you've got an 8-way power seat there. You've got the door cards, Bose stereo, Bose speakers. But yes, very practical boot. Now, on this car, this side of the door here, you've got your electric windows, wing mirrors. They have an auto wing mirror function, so when you lock and open the car, the wing mirrors will fold and open. You've got 8-way and lumbar on the, I don't know if you can see that, lumbar on the driver's side, and you've got memory. Now you get 2 seats with 2 keys with the car. You can program the keys to store your seat settings. So if you were to open the car, I don't know, if I was to open the car, it would set to my seat setting. If my wife, for example, was to use the car and we set it to her key fob, it would as you open the car, it will adjust the seat. So that's a really nice feature, actually. Right, now, 2 keys for the car. I say you get 2 keys from new, so if there was one, we'd have to replace it, but fortunately this has come back with 2 keys. Now you put your foot on the clutch, this lights up green, press the button, and the car will fire into life. Just turn the radio down, heater on, it's very cold today. There we go, 48,355 miles. Okay. And the car will be all serviced. It will come with a 12-month warranty, Mazda ZZ Plus, which comes with roadside assistance and MOT insurance for a year. So if the car does fail in a year's time, it will there will be certain things that will be covered on the MOT if it was to fail. So a nice bit of backup there. Down here you've got climate control, dual zone, you've got heated seats, I'm going to leave them on. You've got heated steering wheel, I'm going to leave that on as well, and heated seats for the passenger. I say you've got climate control there, and you've got a 12-volt socket there. Yeah, antiquated these days, I think. Everything's USB, and you've got your 2 USBs in there. Oh, I forgot to mention, let me just stretch back here. Hope it's not dirty in here. You've got 2 USBs there. Okay, so really good for the kids or any rear passengers. I know my phone's always going flat, so that'll come in handy for me. But they don't read data, they just charge. I say just, but they do just charge. You've got automatic wipers, automatic lights, cruise control, trip computer, you can answer, decline a call here. And you've got the heads-up display. Now, that will be flickering because that's my camera that's making that happen. But these will remain constant. When I look at it, it's constant. And that will give you your speed, traffic signs, speed limits, sat-nav functions, etc. So that is something I can see being standard on all cars in the future, because it means you don't take your eye off the road to check your speed and other bits and pieces. That can adjust through here. So you go to your settings and you've got a height adjustment on that. So let me show you. Don't know if you can see that moving. That's gone up. Yeah, okay. So you can adjust that, obviously, depending on you know, how you sit in the car. All right. So that's very, very useful. There's this Multimedia Commander here, which operates this, because once you're moving, this no longer becomes touch screen. All right. Let me run you through this. So I'll go to applications. You've got fuel economy monitor, vehicle status monitor, you know, when your car needs servicing, etc. Then you've got music, AM, FM, DAB. I'm a big fan of DAB. AHA, Stitcher are internet channels, and then you've got your Bluetooth. So once your phone is connected, you can stream any music from your phone, and then you can read the USBs as well. DAB gives you loads more choice. You know, there's numerous Virgin channels, numerous Magic channels. You've got Talk Sport without having to listen to it on medium wave. There's something for everyone, I'm sure, on there. And you've got national channels, and I'm a big fan of the national channels because I get to listen to LBC radio anywhere in the country. I know that sounds a bit sad, but I am a fan of LBC. It's somewhere along here, and if you can't find the channel you're looking for, what you do, you update the, I think they call it assemble, so update the list, and that will update and it will populate all the local channels and the national channels on that list. Okay, so that's how you do that. We'll go back to the home screen. Communication, so once I connect the phone up, my phone book, call lists, so missed calls, received calls, made calls will all come up, and you can take and receive calls. And then you've got your sat nav there. Okay, and you can search via postcode. All right, you don't have to search via postcode. You can search under, you know, street name, town, and whittle it down that way. And when you are going along, if you do need, for example, a petrol station, you can set the category for a fuel station around here, for example. and it will give you a list. So that's really useful stuff, but you've got that for restaurants and hospitals and anything that you might need. There's also interesting leisure stuff on there, you know. It'll give you a National Trust place or etc. So if you're ever bored, you can always see what's around you. It's really, really useful. Okay, so we've got that there. And then on the settings, I showed you the height adjustable heads-up display. Brightness, now the brightness, you can leave that on auto and then it will adjust the screen's brightness, or you can do it manually there. Can't really notice much difference because it's a lot of sunlight today. And you can turn the display off if you wanted, if that distracts you. Safety features. The car has some various cameras up there. You've got smart city brake support, so the car will apply the brakes if you're doing under 20 miles an hour. If the car feels there's no driver input, so you're not steering, you're not braking, you're not accelerating, if you get close to an object in front, more than likely be a car, it'll apply the brakes. Now, even if you're a perfectly competent driver and that never happens, the benefit of it is it will lower your insurance, because most accidents happen under 20 miles an hour. So insurance companies really like cars with smart city brake support. A lot of cars are having that these days. I think that's something that will be standard in time. Okay, and then you've got the sound system menu, bass, treble, etc. And this being a Bose system, you've got Bose center point, so that'll make you feel like you're in an opera house. Clock is GPS synced. You can adjust like the door lock, so you can make it lock when you walk away with the keys in your hand, which is really good. Lighting, you can put a timer on the interior light. When you lock the car, the lights can stay on. It's like a coming home light, so you can get to your front door and then they'll switch off after 30 seconds in this case. And leaving home, the same. All right, so lots of spec on this car. Really popular, really efficient. It's a SKYACTIV car, so that's Mazda's like efficiency range. You've got SKYACTIV, SKYACTIV-G, SKYACTIV-X. This is SKYACTIV. Means low emission, low fuel consumption, without compromising power. Just to let you know, I mean, a lot of manufacturers are going for smaller engines with turbos. Mazda have made, I suppose, bigger engines. This is a 2 litre. Naturally aspirated, so really reliable, and the drivability's there. You know, really there's a lot. Drivability is much better than the smaller engine turbo cars, so we're a big fan. We get a lot of those cars part exchange, which we resell, but I always find that having a bigger engine that's fuel efficient is always the better option. Now, we're trading under COVID restrictions, as everyone is, so we're doing click and collect and home delivery. We can do an online consultation. If you want more specific video or pictures, don't hesitate to ask, and please contact us at any time of day. We work, as I said, we're working under a very sort of flexible basis. I've mentioned the warranty. Part exchange is very, very welcome. You know, what have you got? We can often do better than the you know, We Buy Any Car and various websites, so do try us. And we have finance facilities to suit all. So thank you very much for watching my video, and look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye bye.